You are hot. Okay.
Good evening. Welcome from the palatial estate of Steve and Moana Burns. All around great people. Food on the table.
Look who's coming.
Food on the table. We'll have a garden tour of a master gardener. We got music from Jerry. Party will be had. Come on down.
Come on down. Look at this.
We'll start off with the song from Jerry. So Jerry, you're on.
Okay.
Just grab a seat somewhere.
Can you see the garden behind me?
Got to introduce.
Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile land. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. What rain? Right?
Rain? Who said rain?
Pulling weeds and picking stones. Man is made of dreams and bones. Feel the need to grow my own, 'cause the time is close at hand. Grain for grain, sun and rain, find my way in nature's chain. Tune my body and my brain to the music from the land. Plant your rows straight and long, temper them with prayer and song. Mother Earth will make you strong if you give her love and care. An old crow watching hungrily from his perch in yonder tree. In my garden I'm as free as that feather thief up there. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rains come tumbling down. Till the rains come tumbling down.
That's a favorite song. I like that.
Yeah, we just need to have some of that.
We
rain.
need some of that rain. Yeah, we almost forgot what it means.
Thank you.
Four-letter word. Hey, we're going to start off tonight by having Steve Burns show us around his garden. So, Brother Steve, come and give us the garden tour, will you please? And tell us what you got growing and where you got it growing and how you got it growing.
All right. Well, I guess we can go to the fence and start.
Yeah.
There. Unless you want to walk through it.
I don't think we can because Zoom will lose the Wi-Fi
Yeah,
connection,
we'll sure
but we can go to the fence.
We can start on this side. Okay.
Yep.
So you got some?
Yep, we're good.
Along the fence are green beans. A bunch of stuff on the ground is watermelon. These are raspberries. I've got 4 plots of raspberries here that are all different varieties. Step on this side.
Now notice what he did at the bottom of those raspberries. You may not be able to tell. He's got a metal, what would you call it?
It's a boundary, a border, I guess if you want to call it. I put that 16 inches deep, if you want to get into details.
Yeah.
Because raspberry roots tend to travel like crazy. So I put that 16 inches deep and I still get them out a little bit, not a lot.
So it's to contain the plant, right?
Totally to contain.
And he just planted them 2 years, this third year. Okay.
Hey, Steve, what type of tomatoes you got outside this fence over here?
The X5212, I think, is what she bought on most of those.
And what type of tomato is that besides red?
They call it, they say it's canning.
Okay.
It's good for canning and it's good for eating. I grow them because I really like the taste. Skin is thin rather than a tough skin.
Okay.
It's got a really good taste. Flavor's good.
And that's called a what? A DX?
GX 5212.
Is that a hybrid or
It's a hybrid. Came out a few years ago, and I think they gave it a name last year, but it's still under GX 5212.
okay?
It's become very popular.
Well, they look good.
Now those, I got plants in there, the same plant that's up above me. These
Well,
are-
that's not saying. Sorry.
Okay, you're fine. All right.
I'm fired. I'm gone.
So on the right, obviously, is corn. Last year, I grew a couple of rows more than this and got 652 ears. This year, I probably will be at 450 maybe. If I get 500, I'll be really pleased. First year, I did the whole entire area and got 800.
Wow.
That's 50-foot rows, and there were 16.
What did you do with it? You froze it?
Froze it off.
Did you cut it off the cob to
Took it
freeze?
all off the cob, froze it.
Did you plant it all at once, or are they?
I plant them all at once. I don't like them.
Okay.
Because when I harvest
You harvest
days,
everything.
and
Okay,
that way I'm done.
that's smart.
We like to eat it, but not that much. I just want to get it done. So we have, 3, 4, 5 days that we eat corn. Then it's gone.
And your drip irrigation, soaker.
All drip. On the corn, I've got soaker hoses and some emitters. A little bit of a mix.
So when you plant, what do you do to the bed?
Rather than try to do the entire garden, I do the row. I go through and dig that row, and it's soft enough out there that I just use a hand spade, and I mix in soil prep or soil pep, and get that seed bed nice. Because I'm not going to grow in 3 feet 30 inches between the rows, so I don't mess with that. So I just concentrate on the rows. After I plant the seed, then I put bark on top. That just so the moisture doesn't get out so quick. It keeps it a little even.
And you're 10 inches in between stalks about?
10 inches. I go 30 inch, actually a little over 30, about 31 inches, and then 10 inches between stalks.
Huh.
Look how tall that corn is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pretend I'm in Field of Dreams.
There he goes. He's going. He's going. He's gone.
That's some corn, because I'm 6'5", and some of this is taller than I am. So you've done well. Shoeless Joe Jackson's about 3 rows back.
That's my grandson. We got lost. I don't know if we can get a signal with you. Maybe just point.
Let's try that.
I noticed you have something different. You have a lot of things different in your garden than I do in my garden. I don't see any weeds in your garden. Do you have special dirt that you've used so that weeds don't grow? Or do you just go through and weed?
Last year when I weeded, I was out here probably once or twice a week
Okay.
for 4 or 5 weeks until it gets so hot that nothing will grow in between.
In between.
Because there's no water. So once I've got from a rainfall, I got that out, then I have to wait too much. Now it'll grow in between the stalks, but this year,
I don't see weeds.
Last year I had quite a few and it kept me busy, but this year, I don't know. Maybe the heat, I don't know. I didn't do anything to prevent it because you can't.
Well, it looks good. It's a good stand of corn, that's for sure. I know some farmers that would be jealous of that.
That'd be good.
Water. You can get good water, you're all right.
How often do you have to water them?
I think I'm doing this every other day.
Okay.
So every 2 days. And I should probably 30, 40 minutes.
Okay.
I have to experiment a little. In this heat, you have to be careful. You have to turn it up and whatever. So it all depends on what the weather's doing. If you have any rain, it's all on automatic timer. Once I get it set up, I can adjust it. Now this row, you can see there's nothing there. I had some 3 or 4 or 5 year old beans that I planted here, and you can see the success I had Zero. Absolutely nothing came up. I've never had that happen. So this tells you what'll happen if you have old plants. Did that break?
Oh, it's leaking.
So out here is right in, well, I don't know if you can see it. Right in front is cantaloupe. And I got some nice cantaloupe on there. I hope I get more. Rhubarb over there is perennial, of course, and it's
Trying to get out of your way, Rick.
They're fine.
then four hills of squash. Then
And what's that nice yellow squash? That first zucchini one. It's a little different than the rest.
that's due to squash bugs, like we all have to see. That happened today. Yesterday it looked just like the others.
Yeah, they kill them quick.
Very cool.
A lot quicker than you can kill those squash bugs.
And the tall plants out there are potatoes.
What type of potatoes did you plant?
I think I got russets this year. I've never planted russets before. That's what they had. I was so late, and they do really well. I could have planted Yukon Gold.
What do you have?
That's cucumber.
Okay.
I don't know if you can put the camera up high and see it or not. I planted 16 plants. I have 4 that were successful.
Cucumbers out here ready to pick.
Oh, I've been picking them. They're very, very good.
And his crown jewel are those blackberries in the back. You can't see them, but if you walked over and seen them, you'd say, oh my, they are.
They are loaded. Funny you can't tell from here. They are just totally loaded.
I don't know if your sprinkler came on or what's going on, but you're leaking there pretty good.
It may have blown when you fixed it out. I'll
Fix it.
anyway, we can't walk very far, can we?
Nope. We're probably it. So what are you doing for water? Anything special? Any ideas for water and bugs?
Each plant's a little bit different according to what water I put on it. And this year I've gone to all timed water. Last year I was mainly manual, had manual timers, so I put it on for 30 minutes and had to walk out. This year I've gone to all automatic water, so it's on a clock. Just because we want to go away for 4 days.
It waters itself.
That's good.
You do that, don't you, Mont?
Not me.
Oh.
I'm not a master gardener.
Yeah, me neither.
It's not cheap, but you buy the timers once and then you got it.
Then you got it.
Okay.
Well,
You
it's
can
the
see
same
the
with your
timer.
hose too, isn't it?
Pardon?
Isn't it the same with your hose? I mean, you buy
Yes.
your hose and it lasts for.
That's 3 years old, most of that hose. And if you can use the camera, you can see that one.
Yep.
time.
We can see. Yeah.
4-port timer. I've got 4, 2, and 1-port timers.
Wow. So what's your comments on this year's gardening?
It's tough this year. It's been so hot, so early, and so long. I've lost 2 tomato plants. The corn has struggled. I've had to keep my eye on that for water. The raspberries I've got on every 2 days water. I think it goes for about 40 minutes. And I've already 3 times I've had to come out between waterings and turn that on because they were just wilted. I think you saw them.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
So you have to kind of watch everything. It's not, everything's dependent on the weather. The warm nights and the very hot days and the sun beating down on there, it's rough. Plants have a tough time.
You planted something new out in that other section over there.
Yes,
What is that?
that's an elderberry bush.
Okay. And what do you do with elderberry?
I have no idea.
I've heard of elderberry wine, but I don't think you're in the neighborhood for elderberry wine. But
My son bought that, and so I planted it. And then I found out you have to have
male and
another
female?
variety, yeah, to cross-pollinate. So I have to figure that one out. But
Well, they're eating the food. Look at that.
Better go show them the food. Get started on the next thing and have Moana talk about that.
Any other comments or thoughts, Steve?
well, a lot of people drive by and see all the flowers in front,
Oh, yeah, in front.
and those are gardening as well. But they're just for beauty. And that front, never in the history of this property
Yeah.
has it had anything. It's
No.
never had water or anything. So last year I decided to dig it all up. Took me several hours. And then I put in probably 6 plus inches of soil prep to get the soil with so it has something in it, organic matter. And then I do drip the whole thing is drip.
Uh-huh.
Put the roses in, the perennials, and it does well.
They're beautiful. That's on 850. If you want to see a pretty garden, drive down 850. You'll see it.
Come down now and there's food.
Oh, that's right.
We need to go talk to Moana about the food.
Yep. Yeah.
Have you had her describe?
Nope.
Oh, yeah. Have her describe it.
Mont will do that now.
Guess what? It's zucchini that nobody knows what to do with.
Looks like a lot of options here.
Come on down and eat.
Okay.
Got lots of food.
Wow.
I didn't know.
I didn't either, but I forgot Moana's doing it. And when she does it, it's dinner.
No kidding.
Right, Greg?
You should have. You could have saved yourself a lot of time and just put your recipes on a piece of paper. Well, then nobody would use it. But if you have it all built up, then and for them to taste and say, oh, this one tastes.
Okay, we're ready to take the tour.
Okay, so what we have over here is a salad. It's a fresh salad. It's got zucchini and bacon, and it's got a vinegar mayo based dressing on it. This is egg bites.
Egg bites.
Yes, zucchini is made with it's a zucchini nest, so it's made with zucchini, and then it's got spinach inside of it. This is a sausage taco boat. You can make taco boats, and I'm not taco boats, but boats. This is a sausage boat, but you can do taco, you can do chicken, you can do all sorts of different things
With zucchini.
with zucchini. You just cut them in half and hollow out the seeds, and then you use the rest of it there. This is pizza. This is your pepperoni pizza, and this is your chicken Alfredo pizza.
On zucchini.
On zucchini, so it's very low cal. This one is 3 cheese au gratin, and it's got ham inside. You can use it with ham or without ham. And this one is, I think, one of my favorites. This is the squash casserole with stuffing, and it's really super easy to make. This one here took about probably 10 minutes to put together. Done with summer squash, so it's a taco casserole.
What's the summer squash? Is it zucchini? Oh, that's yellow.
It's the yellow squash. Summer
Okay.
Squash.
Okay.
So this one here is one of our favorites in our family. We eat this almost every night summer. This is Parmesan rounds, and all you do for this is you just slice your zucchini thin. You put it on a cookie sheet, put Parmesan cheese on it, and broil it for about 5 to 7 minutes, and that's all it is. It's really tasty. This one here is just zoodles. It's and I made an Alfredo sauce with chicken Alfredo sauce on top of it. And that one didn't hardly take any time at all. The recipe I had for the Alfredo took very little time. This one here is it's for zucchini bread. And I always do them in little ones like this to cut them up. And this one here is a soft chocolate chip zucchini cookie. And this is a summer squash.
Really?
Yeah, it's made out of summer squash, and it is
Way good.
it's really good. It's a lemon, and it's got a lemon glaze on top of it. And this one here is a vegan and gluten-free zucchini bars, and it's got banana. Well, I'm not supposed to tell you what it's got in it. You have to taste it. And then this one here is really, really yummy. This one here is a pineapple coconut cake with a cream cheese frosting. And then this one over here is, you've tasted this.
This is
one's
delicious.
a dark chocolate bundt cake made out of zucchini with a chocolate ganache frosting on top. All of them have zucchini. So you can do all sorts of different things with zucchini. Zucchini is so mild flavored that it will take on the flavor of what you're cooking. It will. way. So it's really mild and it's something that when he asked me, he says, "You're gonna do zucchini again, aren't you?"
Yeah.
I said, okay, so
And look at all that
when we did
zucchini
this-
options.
When we did this before, the only thing that is the same is this one and this one. Other than that, they're all good
New recipes?
That's
They're
why
good.
When you say that, I've been saving zucchini recipes.
Nice. Well, thank you.
Zucchini. Share it yourself.
She is right here.
I know, but
Taste tested even,
I
Sheila.
know the thing is that
Yeah, true.
And I have the recipes in my pocket.
That's better than in your head.
There's the recipes. I don't leave them in my head because my head will forget.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
understand
so
that.
Anyone who would like the recipes, let me know and we'll get 'em.
Good food. Wow.
My zucchini party.
It's,
So come on down and eat. Without
Yes.
Because Steve and I can't eat all this.
that's good. Jerry and I are going to help in just a minute.
don't you want some?
We'll listen to the song. Here we go. Jerry's going to do our next song. Different kind of garden. Yeah.
Under the sea, in the shade, he let us in, knows where we've been, in his octopus's garden, in the shade. I'd ask my friends to come and see an octopus's garden with me. I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade. We would be warm below the storm in our little hideaway beneath the waves, resting our head on the seabed in an octopus's garden near a cave. We would sing and dance around because we know we'd not be found. I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade. We would shout and swim about the coral that lies beneath the waves. Oh, what joy for every girl and boy, knowing they're happy and they're safe. We would be so happy, you and me, no one there to tell us what to do. I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden with you. In an octopus's garden with you. In an octopus's garden with you. A couple songs about water. Huh?
Yeah, there is.
Remember that?
Keep singing and we need that. All right. That's it from Area 21 Preparedness. Just ideas and thoughts of preparing for the times to come. And we're signing off. If you would like some food to join us, come on down.